Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got quite a lot to talk about in this video, and there's gonna be a lot to talk about in the next couple of days with the Game Awards on the horizon. I don't really care what wins, what doesn't win Game Awards. However, I do care about the game updates and the game reveals because the Game Awards has always been one of the bigger shows as far as that's concerned. And a game we often cover on this channel, Palworld, is going to be at the event. So the Palworld official Twitter account did tweet out, "We didn't make it to round 3, but that is okay. Thank you to everyone for voting for Palworld in round 1 and 2. If you guys want to know what that's in reference to, there was a player's choice voting category for the Game Awards. It started off with 30 games that made it into round 1. Round 2 cut it down to 10 games, and I believe round 3 it's left to 5 games. I'm not sure what 5 games are left, but Palworld making it that far is a W to them as well, and it's nominated for a couple of other awards, I believe, as far as the major awards go. It's not nominated for Game of the Year, but secondary stuff, and I don't think early access games get nominated for Game of the Year. They also noted, "We may not have made it through the final round, but fear not, Palworld will be making an appearance at the Game Awards anyway. You won't want to miss it." Based on their verbiage and how they're talking about it, I doubt that this is just them being at the event to accept any award or anything like that. I believe they're gonna drop a trailer for this major update that is supposed to come out this month. You know, it's December the 9th as of recording this video, and the fact that we haven't gotten a more indication as far as what this update is going to entail, and it's gonna be out by the end of this month, and I certainly doubt that it's gonna be out after Christmas, so really, it's gonna come out within the next 2 weeks. From today into December 23rd, I would say December 23rd is probably the cutoff. It should be out. This major update that is noted to be 6 times the size of the Sakurajima update, which was a pretty notable update in its own right. This update is going to be massive. However, why don't we know more about it? That is a question to be had. And, you know, updates like that, you can kind of stealth drop it. You don't need the biggest lead up. But if you do want to get some momentum on Palworld's side, dropping the trailer as a part of the Video Game Awards makes all the sense in the world. That'll revitalize a lot of interest in the game. There's already a healthy level of interest, but I'm not saying it's gonna, again, get back to north of 2 million players, but getting people interested in the game and being like, hey, Palworld's dropping a big update, let's check the game back out. I do think if they play their cards correctly, when this update drops, there's going to be a surge of interest in the game, and I think following the concurrent player count post this update is going to be something to look at, because now there's a couple of things that are worthwhile to assess in regards to Palworld. You have the Nintendo factor that obviously is a negative for Palworld. Nobody can spin this lawsuit as being a good thing for Palworld, but if you want to take something, you know, turning chicken S into chicken salad, so to speak, in this case, Palworld is kind of viewed as the underdog. It is viewed as this entity that is being wronged, and that always makes people want to rally behind anything, and I think if you drop a big update, the fact that the game is in the news cycle, people are going to be talking about the update. People are already talking about Palworld in regards to the change as far as throwing your pals out, or the lack thereof of being able to throw your pals out. There's a lot of discussion around the game that I feel like if you drop a big update, the game also being discounted right now, it's 25% off for $22.49, you're gonna have a surge of interest where a lot of people are also gonna be wanting to check the game out. And the Steam Winter Sale is right around the corner. It's gonna be a game that people are gonna want to pick up. There's a lot of things that are falling into Pocket Pair's lap in terms of this being a good time to surge up interest. Again, it's not gonna get back to north of 2 million players, but a sizable update, a discount, and all of the attention around the game, I do think will elevate the interest quite a bit. And I wouldn't be surprised, you know, it's hovering around 30,000-40,000 players. I don't think 100,000 concurrent players is out of the realm of possibility post this update, especially given how sizable it's gonna be. It's supposed to be 6 times the size of Sakurajima, so if that is the case, you're adding new pals, you're adding new towers as well. That's a lot of content for people to sink their teeth into, and whether it be new people checking out the game for the first time, or, you know, the game just dropped on PlayStation 5 as well, momentum would be on Palworld's side. Now, 2025 is going to be very interesting for Palworld in general. When you talk about not only more updates of this scale to come, that's going to drop later this month, but also you've got a crossover with Terraria, and we're going to see how this lawsuit is going to play out. I'll do another video on it when we talk about the throwing the PAL thing and that being changed, and that is certainly, you would have to think, in regards to the lawsuit. So they are changing actual mechanics of the game because of this lawsuit and to alleviate the process. I think there's ways to work around it, but Nintendo's gonna Nintendo, and it's gonna be one of the bigger stories really all of 2025. If you want to talk about gaming in totality, this Pocket Pair versus Nintendo lawsuit is going to be one of the biggest gaming stories of the entirety of 2025. That is not hyperbole, because depending on how this turns out, this is going to be something that sets a table, and something that so many other publishers are going to be able to look back at and be like, okay, Nintendo got away with this, Nintendo was able to do something like this, what can we do? And obviously, Japan's legal system versus America's legal system, there's a little bit of variance in there as well, but that's going to be one of the most important stories of 2025. The Terraria crossover, more updates for the game, and as Palworld is inching closer and closer to a 1.0 release, 2025 is going to be a bigger year in totality for the long-term perspective of Palworld than 2024. Sure, the game peaked in January of this year, February of this year, but a lot of that is people being a prisoner of the moment, and something like that was never going to be sustainable to that extent. In 2025, we are going to get an idea of the long-term outlook on Palworld, which is so much more fascinating to me on what this IP can ultimately become than them just peaking in 2 million players. Again, a lot of games peak at really high concurrent player counts, but they don't develop into being world-renowned IPs, so to speak. Palworld has an opportunity to do that, and I think 2025 is going to give us an indicator. Also, the fact that they've got this lawsuit going on, Terraria is still doing this collaboration with them, and on top of that, they're still going to have they're going to be a big fixture at the Game Awards. That's exciting as well. I'm happy that Jeff Keighley didn't decide, hey, maybe we don't showcase this game at the Game Awards, because I do believe we're going to get a major trailer for the new December update. So, a lot of exciting elements around Palworld as a whole. I get it that there's also a lot of worry, and definitely when you see the game change mechanically because of this lawsuit, okay, that is definitely something to think about. As far as the mechanical change, I do think there's other workarounds where hopefully they can get around the lawsuit and Nintendo's patents, but that's such a... That's more worrying than anything, this idea of filing patents for game mechanics and then enforcing them and putting developers in a situation where they have to, you know, work around. And how many games have adopted mechanics from one another? We all know that that's not why Nintendo's a little bit upset about this game. It's not because of similar game mechanics. Y'all know what the reason is, so... That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, but do expect a big Palworld update, a showcase of what to expect out of this major December update that is scheduled to be, or supposed to be 6 times the size of Sakurajima. Maybe we'd get a little bit of an insight on the Terraria crossover. I would expect more info on that in 2025, you know. You want to keep the informational rollout relevant to what's coming and also space it out, so you already got a major update. There's going to be a lot to sink our teeth into. We know the Terraria crossover is coming. Surge up interest in 2025. No need to do everything all at once. But that's my 2 cents. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.